Okay, if anybody don't know me, my name is Jim Harris. I've been wood carving for about 29 years. I've been doing this for half a dozen years, wood turning. And I sharpen a lot of tools, and as you see, I have a lot of different instruments I use for sharpening. You know, I have a whirling system and a slow-speed grinder, just like a lot of you do your other tools. But what about other tools like knives, chisels? This is for a hand printing, a gouge. We probably don't use these too much. Scissors, especially when they're like this. Easy to sharpen. Well, those are things we can sharpen with. What can you use to sharpen? Just about anything. I saw a guy sharpen a knife on the window of his truck. Pulled it part way down, was there, it was sharp. Sharpen on abrasives. People use that. Robert Sorby's system is $500, and that's what he uses abrasive belts. You can go to Harbor Freight, and you buy for $30. You can buy a abrasive sander, and then for another $30, you can get a couple more belts and leather belts. The only difference in that is you got to keep changing the strap. Belt wheels. The knife maker up in North Florida, that's all he used to sharpen with this belt wheel. We can do those things. I'm going to talk about diamonds, stones, leather, and paper. Paper. Somebody asked me what I sharpen with, and I said I use paper, and they looked at me like I was like crazy. I'm going to show you how to sharpen paper, and that's the only way I sharpen right now. Anyway, I want to talk to you about how to sharpen with the steel. I think everybody in your kitchen has one if you bought a block thing. Knives. The best steel to me in the world is from Solingen, Germany. And, you know, Sheffield has good steel. Sweden has good steel, but they've been making steel in Germany since 1343. And I made these knives here out of these German razor blades from Solingen steel. Anyway, I want to show you the best way to do it. You can see the chefs on TV going like this, and like Gordon Ramsay and Robert Irwin. But the problem is, it can be very dangerous, and it may not be the right way. This knife here is $100. If you don't have the right angle on the knife, you roll it over and you burn it. So, and this knife is dull, trust me, not cutting anything. So what I'm going to show you how to do is the proper way to sharpen a knife on a steel. You get these angle guides. They're like $1 a piece. They're coming 14, 16, 18, and 20 degrees. And all you do is stick it on here like that. I've already checked it. And what you do is you figure the angle, it's 90, 45, 22 and a half. Most knives are between 15 and 20 degrees. I have some books here. If you look in the last page, it'll give you the degrees on different tools. But what you do is you line it up like this and just pull it towards you. And then you want to pull it even on both sides, because if you don't, it'll roll it over. Do about 5 times. Let's see if this works. Better. It worked good when I practiced with the other knife. Anyway, that's the idea of that. The next thing I want to talk about are stones. One of the problems with stones is they have to be, besides the right angle, they have to be absolutely flat. You have to take a straight edge and make sure. Stones come, they're called wet stones, W-H-E-T. They're either water stones or they're oil stones. Water stones are more from the Far East, and it's a more recent development, Japanese water stones. The ones you get now are probably going to be man-made, aluminum oxide. Advantage of water stones, use water, easy to clean up. The disadvantage is they wear. Norton, which is a company that makes a lot of stones, been doing it for years, has like it's like a lunch pail. It has 3 stones, coarse, medium, and grade, and they soak them in water and they just turn it and you sharpen it that way because they do need water. The problem again, if the stones are not absolutely flat, you're going to have a problem. And here's one that's not flat. I take a straight edge to find it. And to flatten it, you have to I use these diamond things from Harbor Freight. Or you get a flattening stone for $30. The next stone that most people use are called Indian stone. They are also aluminum oxide. They're made by Norton. This particular one I have here, and these are oil stones. And I'm going to talk about Arkansas also. So we got water, oil, Indian, and Arkansas. The question is, can you use water on oil stones? The answer is yes. However, once you use oil in it, that's it. So if you're going to use it in the kitchen, I would use water, because you use it in food and things like that. The oil that they use on these stones is fine mineral oil. That's all it is. And you can buy it. Different companies sell it, Trim, Buck, whoever it is. But it's just fine mineral oil. That's all it is. How you sharpen a knife with an Indian stone. And this, I was going to tell you, this one particular one here is 72 years old. And it's in the original box. And it's a Norton Brazier. It's a fine Indian. And how you use it is basically you put the oil on it. Just put a few drops.
Particular oil, any oil?
Huh?
Any oil?
Just mineral oil. Yeah, you don't want to use any, olive oil or corn oil or anything like that. Anything that gets rancid. And once you put the oil on it, when you finish, you need to clean it. You need to clean it out. And when you're doing a knife on an oil stone, is you want to push it towards it. And if you have a long knife, then you're like one of these, you want to use the whole blade. In other words, pull it in like that. Because that way it sharpens it, pushing away on it.
So you don't draw it toward you?
No.
Always push it away.
Yeah, you pull away. You pull it towards you when I get the leather straws. That way you're pulling it toward you because you won't touch the straw. Anyway, they come in, just like water stones, they come in different grades. Come in coarse, medium, and fine, and there's even finer than that. They also come in different sizes. You can do triangles if you're going to do a forestry bit or something like that. Also, you need to get not only flat, you need the right angle. And the problem with it is if you don't have the right angle, you're going to roll them over. And you can buy these angle guides. They're like $1 a piece. And basically what they do is you just find the right angle and you take a rubber band around it, strap it to it, find the angle on it, and just go like that. It gives you the right angle. These knives I made, they're thick at the top and narrow here based on the razor. And they all have the right angle, so I don't even need an angle guide on these. You do those. Now these are Arkansas stones. Arkansas, they're mined in the Ouachita Mountains near Hot Springs, Arkansas. There's 3 places that have these: in Turkey, Belgium, and in Arkansas. They're mined in a small area. They're measured by density. And they have a coarse one that's called a Ouachita, And then they have a soft Arkansas, which is this one here. They have a hard Arkansas. And then you get a translucent Arkansas. And then you get to a black Arkansas. And the soft is a medium. The hard is a fine. The translucent is a very fine. And the black is an ultra fine. You don't really need those fineness unless you want to get a surgical feel, edge on it. So the best one to do is a soft Arkansas and then the hard Arkansas. Now when they're like this, they're called bench stones. If they're small, they're called pocket stones. Carry these around with you. They come in different sizes. These are slip stones, and these are small, also slip stones. You can have different angles. Any questions on the Arkansas at all? You know what else comes from there? They have rotten stone. They mine that in the same area. And I don't know if it's also called tripoli. We use it in our bracelet, the bracelet. So they use that there. The next thing I want to cover is strops.
Do you have to use oil on the Arkansas stones?
Yes, yes. Yeah, these are oil stones. Again, if you use water, when you first get them, you can use water. But once you put oil in it, that's it.
How do you clean them?
You have to clean them with paper towel.
Oh, that's it then.
Yeah, you want to clean them after you get through with a stone, because if not, you get a buildup of the oil, and then after a while, you can't even really use it. It's too thick. So yeah, you got to clean it every time.
When you have let's say a dolomite, you start with the one stone and then after a point.
Yeah, a lot of them have
stone to finish it.
Yeah, some have combination stones. Where some people start with the Indian and go to an Arkansas. But you can buy combination stones where they have one grit on one side and another grit on the other. A lot of them are that way.
In your opinion, is it better to use water or oil? What, in your opinion, is it better to use water or oil?
Better use water or oil?
On your stove.
I think if you're going to use it in the kitchen, I would use water.
So it's just location based.
Well,
it's not the ability to wash out the fire.
It doesn't matter. I think, to me, oil is more lubricant. It slides it easier than water. But water is easy to clean up. I mean, you don't have to worry about cleaning it up and everything.
I use the slip stones inside of my gouges.
Yeah.
But I don't use any oil on them. Is that all right?
Yeah, if you use any of these, you should use oil.
The slip stone, the rounded edge.
These are all slipstones to Arkansas.
I run that down inside of my gouge.
No, you should use oil. If it's a stone, you should use oil. If it's a diamond, you don't have to worry about it. They also clean up with a ceramic stone. You get your burr off with a ceramic. Strops. This one's like 30 years old. It has a rough side and a smooth side.
That's leather, right?
Leather is called grain, the rough side. The smooth side is called flesh. And this one also has where you do gouges on the top. This one here is like a flex one, like the barbers use. I'm not sure the advantage of it, but it's sort of like the barbers would use for a straight razor. These here, you can use in a drill, or you can put it on your lathe. You have to run at kind of slow speed. And what you do is you dress them with a compound, like white diamond.
White diamond.
Yeah, and when you put your knife there, it has to be going away from you. It can't be coming towards you. So whatever the way is, you have to put your knife away. Or if it's turning this way, it's got to be that way. If you have a lathe and it's got a reverse, then you reverse it. Or you stand, like mine, I don't have a reverse, so
Stand on the other side.
stand on the other side. I don't really want to keep my knife down here. I on the bottom. I want to be having my knife running across the top,
Yeah.
not down here where it's coming towards me. I don't want to do that. It's too dangerous. That knife can fly on you. Any questions on, and this one here is if you're doing a Wiener tool, a V tool, you get right in there with that. The stropping is basically when your tool starts getting a little dull, you strop it. If I'm wood carving with one of my knives, about every 15, 20 minutes, I strop it. And what it does, it just fine tunes the edge.
It's almost funny that leather can make steel sharp.
Huh?
Paper can make steel sharp.
Yeah, it does. It makes it real short.
I have a low-speed wet grinder, like a Tormek,
Yeah,
10 inch. And the one side is the wheel on one side, and the other side is the strop.
yeah.
And I almost never use the strop after I sharpen the chisel, the lathe chisel. Should I?
Well, what happens when I'm going to show you how to use paper. But once I do that, I don't really, after I sharpen it up, then I strop it. Yeah, it's like, and I'm going to get into the diamonds, so I'm going to talk about, using your gouge, and you can go to the warbling system and use the grinder, and it picks off your metal. But one of the things Bobby James taught me when I first started turning was, hey, get one of these, and you get your parting tool and you sharpen it up, which makes sense. All it has to do is be edged up a little. So, why grind all the metal off, Anyway, I want to talk to you about diamonds. I want you to understand there's a difference between the two diamond methods. There's two methods of doing the diamonds. It's what are called polycrystalline and monocrystalline. Polycrystalline is basically, and the diamonds are not real diamond dust. They're man-made, but they're very hard. So polycrystalline are basically glued on, and they put them on a thin plate, or put it in a plastic like this. And the monocrystallines are a little heavier dust. They're adhered to a nickel plate that's absolutely flat, and they're electrostatic to the thing, to the piece. And they last longer, they wear better, and they're much better. And how can you tell the difference which one is what? Well, usually the price and where they're made. These are from Harbor Freight. Well, these are poly. These others, like this one, this credit card, these are mono. And of course, they're more expensive. The question, and these are all mono, and they're made by different companies. These are Easy Lap. This is by DMT, which is a Diamond Machinery Technology, which is in Marlborough, Massachusetts, west of Boston. These other, I got another one from Trim. Trim makes them also, different ones. Now this is a very newest thing I found. It's called the Wave. And basically with this is you got 1 inch down to real small, and you can do convex or convex. And what you basically do is you take your gouge, and it comes with a pad, and then you just get the right angle and sharpen it up. And you can bring it across the top here and get off the burn. Question is, should you use lubricant? I don't know. Easy Lab says don't use any lubricant. DMT says, well, you can use water or nothing. So what does water do to metal, right? It rusts. And there's little pits in all of this, and if you don't dry it out real thoroughly, if you use water, you're going to see little orange spots on it. I like to use a lubricant. DMT says, hey, what about WD-40? Well, if you don't clean it off good, it's going to build up because of viscosity. I use what they call lap fluid. And it's made for diamond tools. It just takes a few drops, and that's what I use, because I don't like to use it dry. It only has scratches, everything, and it'll take a little longer because it's a little less abrasive. And this comes in different grits. If you want one of these, you can get different types. I got catalogs here from the, one of the supply companies, and they'll tell you, different kinds you get. Anybody have any questions about diamond? Okay, I want to talk to you about paper. This is the only way I sharpen. I've been doing this for 25 years. It comes in a kit.
So you don't use that, you don't use any of this stuff?
Well, I use a diamond for my, I use these for my carbon tools.
Yeah.
My gouges, sure I use those. I use these for my
But you don't use any of
turning.
the other stuff?
Not really. I mean, you can use them, and I do use some for my kitchen knives, but for these, I'm going to use this. I'll show you now. These are 8-inch wheels. That's a 6-inch wheel. They cost about $35 or less. You put them on a 6-inch grinder. It has to be going away from you. So you either turn the grinder around and reach around, or what I did is I unbolted it, took the motor out, turned it around, folded it back. I didn't have to cut any wires or anything. You have to recondition after about 500 times. This one will take metal off. Metal will be flying off. If you got a wheel dull knife, that's what you do. If not, you do it this way. I got it bolted here, but I usually have bolts on it. And I bolt it to the desk, or my top. Takes a few seconds. That's all you do. I can sharpen a knife in less than a minute. And fastest way to do this.
Do you have a compound or anything on that paper?
Huh?
Do you have a compound or anything?
Yeah, there's a compound, like a white diamond. It's in the kit. When you buy a kit, it has that. It has the diamond dust in it, because you're going to have to recondition. They send you all the stuff. This also has cuts in it, and that kind of cools it down. So I'm going to go on this one here, and then I'll show you. You'll see sparks flying off this one. You want to wear goggles, obviously. I just hold the knife like this. It's going away from me. I got the knife like this. And then I just put back over here. Anybody have any questions on this?
Jim, is it a high-speed grinder?
Huh?
Is it a high-speed grinder or low-speed?
No, it's high speed. They tell you, they don't want it to go over 36, but it's around 32. You should go a little higher. Yeah, this is a high speed. They tell you to do the high speed on it. Like I say, those are, I mean, for $35 for this kit, they sell ones for more, but
Is that in that catalog?
yeah, it's in the catalog. And it's so easy to do. And that's how I charge my knives. Anybody have any questions on any of this? Paper? And this is one base is pressed paper, cardboard pressed together and glued together. And very easy to use. That's basically all I use. Don't get your cord too tight to it, close to it.
But Jim, I find I use that on my skew. The only one I really use a strop on is the skew. That really makes that skew
Yeah.
sharp. Really put red and gold with a diamond stone on a skew that really does. Well, I don't.
this is a great thing here. I love this.
Yeah.
The way
You're going backwards. That way it is over here, you're pulling it back to the rest of the way.
Anybody have any questions at all?
All right, Jim.